それならもうあと4年の余生を静かに生きよう。誰も
殺すか殺されるか、それだけだよ。あの日からエレンは私たちの元を去り、全部殺せば俺たち
兵士を怒れ、兵士を叫べ、兵士を叩け。
エレン、どうして泣いてるの？
Struggle for significance is what gives essence to life. Significance as a son, a soldier, a father, a leader, and most of all, the creator. Achievements rarely ever satisfy the hunger for more, but what gives satisfaction is the approval of the witnesses of your journey. Attack on Titan teaches a lot of things for sure, but the thing that stuck with me the most is how hard it hits when it comes to accepting your insignificance and failures. Erwin's life as a commander was about a child willing to find the truth he never got. Levi's life as a soldier was about a savior he never became. Armin's life as a friend, he failed. Mikasa's life as a companion, she failed. Gabi's life as an example, she failed. Eren's father as a teacher, failed. Zeke's life as a son, failed. So then what brought the glory to their insignificant lives? The preservation of their act. The act of helping others in their pursuit of significance. If they wouldn't have accepted their faults, King Frit's reign would have continued as his delusion would have lived on in the minds of our heroes. I and probably you also started watching AOT back when significance wasn't a thing for us and there were no responsibilities and we were just living the life casually. But now that we are old, it is tough to ignore the burden of responsibilities. I, on my third watch of AOT, now established likings for a lot of characters. Season 3, Episode 16, Perfect Game. I could be a leader, but I also don't want to get the blood of my comrades on my hands. Season 4, Episode 15, Soul Salvation. I could be a father, but would I be able to become a good one? Final Season, Episode 30, Finale. I could be a friend, but would I be able to guide him? I could be a brother, teacher, husband, soldier. Would I be able to become a good one? This show taught me everything that comes with responsibility and how failure to follow it through can cause devastation of unfathomable scale. And talking about failures, whatever the fuck Eren was, he sure fucked the idea of salvation. Leaving 20% of the humanity with 100% of the resources and hatred for Eldia, nuclear war was an easy way out. If people like Zachary could use BDSM gear as punishment, what makes you think these monkeys would behave differently? If you lived past, present and future simultaneously, then why couldn't you peek into your own guilt of ending it all? If you cried like a baby for Mikasa, then why didn't you tell her that? Oh, you're the Chad type, I see. If this all started because of your mother, then why did you kill her yourself?
俺は自由の奴隷だ。
Motherfucker, you are not slave to freedom. You are a slave to this lady Ymir. What the fuck is this song doing in here? I mean, horse, what do you have to say about this? This previous fun section that I just gave you didn't belong in AOT. It's a forced emotion to make the people believe that everything is okay, but at the same time, it is not. A forced notion of peace onto people that are aware of the bloody truth the past held and the future that is about to unfold. But they still want someone to fool them. It's like truth is a burden that is too much for our old self. We want to ignore all the massacre going around and we want to rest with our friends and family. AOT has always been about need for lies and acceptance of it, as the walls were built on blood. It all started with Rose, Maria, and Senna. daughters of King Fritz, who was so blinded by power that even when Ymir used her titan to build bridges and gave humanity a hope for salvation, Fritz used his power for blood. The hope for humanity, the grand walls that people of Eldia used to pray to, were built because humans lost humanity. The choice of feeding a mother's flesh to her own daughters. The act of taking human lives for a hypothetical sense of godlike presence. The act of massacring entire innocent villages to gain some powerless slaves that pray to you as gods with their heads on the tip of a spear, was when humanity actually lost. The entire existence of Titans and continuation of their reign was an example of why this human race wasn't more than the pigs that Ymir accidentally released that day in the stable. It was a mockery of us all. The act of choosing to let your children stain their hands with your own blood just to keep a hypothetical war away was when humanity lost. The modern generation again and again suffered unforeseen horrible circumstances. It wasn't a coincidence. It was a message from God that the war you are fighting isn't for humanity but for a delusion that this empire was built on. No one was right. Marley as a nation suffered the wrath of Eldia, and that day they chose to fight. But they were blinded by the power so much that a thought of feeding a child to dogs was something that never made their hands shake out of fear of damnation. Marley fought because Eldian devils once trampled their lands like a boot to the ants, but then they still chose the same fate for the Eldians that never even knew what sins they were suffering for. I was constantly wondering why all the characters that seemed so good died the same horrible death. Every single step that humanity took after Ymir's awakening 2000 years ago was for the end of it all. There is a reason why everyone in AOT dies such horrible deaths. It was the end of generation, a generation that loses the sight of their roots and builds their own false one. All of it kept on happening just to unfold this scene. In the middle of everyone running away from the rumbling, humans finally decided it's time for a sacrifice so the generation that is about to come doesn't live on the blood of its ancestor. The legacy of humanity from this point on has to be the one of love and sacrifice, not greed and death. Till this very moment, even at the last second, the humans were going to let this life slip away in the struggle to protect their own. But this is where it all shifted. And that is what marked the end of rumbling. This is exactly what Attack on Titan was at its very core. Not the survival of humanity, no. The reincarnation of human nature. Erwin was right. It was for the first time when humans put their indifferences aside and decided that life should move forward. It all came to life because of the examples that saviors set while they suffered inside. Same as Eren having fun with his friends even after knowing none of these villagers would survive. The situation demands it. He knew it and I know it. But situation also demands you to let go sometimes. Letting go of comfort helped Jean to join scouts that led to this moment. Letting go of his life helped Erwin to ensure this moment. Letting go helped Mikasa to ensure this moment. We all watched the last episode and personally I was stalling the last episode because I knew on my second watch what was about to unfold and I wasn't ready for it. I was stalling the episode because I knew that all the memories from this reality that I cherished will go away as soon as the episode ends. As serious as AOT is, it had its own moments that made me giggle and laugh, like this funny Titan, this shy Titan, this chilling Titan. The moments of death still had these unnecessary additions to them that I just can't forget about. Also this goofy horse.
The giant horse comes.
Sasha could have killed this Titan but gave up just cause the axe is stuck. Bro, like, save her. Why are you running? She's still alive. What the fuck? The Titan is not even moving. Why are you running? Bro, she's alive. Help her, you stupid fuck. And the thing that I was stalling the most was Mikasa being left alone in the world without Eren. When she visited Eren's grave, I was happy. When she got married to someone else, I was angry. When she died, the emotions entirely changed. When Armin arrived as an old guy witnessing both their graves, the emotions flooded, as Armin used to lose the race to that hill even as a kid, and he is still the last one standing. This was the closest I ever came to crying because of a series, but letting go was the best option in this scenario, and this was also taught to me by AOT. I used to hate Gabi because of how blind she was for Marley, but even she let go of her hatred for Eldia in the end. A gesture of kindness was enough.
いいかミア、ベンを連れて逃げなさい。
The former owner of Jaws let go of her love to ensure the safeguarding of the future. The scouts existed because certain humans let go of their comfort. Nations united for humanity as they let go of centuries of indifferences. AOT taught me how we only grow if we let go of the horrors of the past and keep walking towards the future yet to come.
卑劣なマーレそのものである自分自身を直視することを恐れたからだ。
And at the end, Eren was right. Moving forward was the only solution to safeguard the future. Bye.